once more. This the steepest part of this climb, and it'll continue to ramp up. The first 1,400 metres are absolutely cruel. And this group is... And here comes Tullett. Tullett launches. It's Hershey that's got to respond. He knows he's the go-to man. He's not panicking, the Swiss. The young Briton, Ben Tullett, goes for glory. Max Poole, third in line for the DSM squad, and Egan Bernal refuses to resist. He's still thereabouts. Dina from ATT Investments is handily placed, but who's going to have the legs? It's actually Narvaez that's continuing to press on the tail of Max Poole. Egan Bernal a little bit further back at this point, but no doubt about Ineos Grenadiers' go-to man. It's Ben Tullett going for glory, starting the day 12th overall at 8 seconds. Well, whoever wins this stage with bonus seconds on offer is going to quite certainly be the overall race leader. Egan Bernal slipping further back, but well, as I said, he's kind of latched on to that group. They are being distanced here by a wonderful effort from Ben Tullett. Hirschi is the one who's latched on here. Mark Hirschi of Switzerland and the U18 Emirates squad. Ben Tullett pulling faces. Camera picks out Egan Bernal, who I think will be probably reasonably satisfied with the way the climb is going at the moment. Maybe as it's dwindling, starting to suffer a little bit. Dina has two also being distanced by Bernal, so Bernal's resistance here is quite impressive. And Tullett's cracked. Here she goes for glory. Still 1,300 metres to go, but the gradient will ease ever so slightly from now on. And Tullett is at 6s and 7s. He's in a world of hurt here, is Ben Tullett, because he knows there's a long way to go to the top of the climb. And Mark Hirschi is starting to put daylight between himself. And Tullett is all over. I mean, he is absolutely at the end of his tether. It's such a steep climb. He's gone really, really deep, and he's not going to be able to recover. And Max Poole is going to overhaul him. But Mark Hirschi is flying to glory here, unless something remarkable happens. Assembly in pursuit. Egan Bernal has moved up to become the lead rider. Well, very shortly he's going to be the lead. Has Tullett managed to make it back up? Well, let's get a look at what's happening just in front. Here she is clear. Tullett's been joined by Max Poole, the second and third riders. And then you've got the Egan Bernal group, further delayed and further distanced. Bernal, Matteo Fabro also in position. Well, a good job being done. Good resistance job done by Oscar Onley after his efforts in the earlier break. Sylvain Moniquet is the Lotto Destiny rider who's now in pursuit of Max Poole and Ben Tullett. And they in turn are looking in the distance as Mark Hirschi will be feeling ever confident. That little plateau there, I think, stealing a little bit from the average gradient of the climb, and this little sector here is going to be well north of 6%, probably more like 8%. I tell you what, it's a tougher climb than even the bare statistics describe it. They've picked out a nice one. Every road out of this town pretty much goes upwards. And Mark Hirschi, I think, can start to prepare his victory speech. It will take something remarkable to close down the Swiss rider now. 24-year-old from Bern, within touching distance of the stage success in the Tour of Hungary. The riders behind starting to jockey for position. No one wants to take it up. Moniquet's done a bit of a turn. Onley's not going to chase his teammate. Fabro, no, I'm not so sure he has it. And meanwhile, Mark Hirschi, former winner of stages of Tour de France. He's won the Flèche Wallonne. He's won a string of important victories. The Under-23 World Road Race Championship being claimed by him. And this is going to be his first victory of the season as Mark Hirschi, working his way towards the line, accepts the plaudits of the crowd. He's across the line, and finally a brief clenched fist effort. That was wearying, but that was glorious for Mark Hirschi as Jordan Narvaez gets up for second. and Hershey is outside the top 3, they'll be level on time. Then it will go back to count back of position. Voissart is just trying to sneak through for another one of those attacks. Who's going to cover it? Someone at the outer reaches of the top 10, and they have had a long day out front, and it looked like it might be enough to help them hang on for glory. Maybe the negotiations with Schoenberger went on a little bit long. But they've been closed down. Closed down first of all by Yannis Voissart of the Tudor Pro Cycling team. 9th overall, 33 seconds down. Who's going to challenge him? Well, Dina is 8th in this bike race, but not in this group at the moment. This is Balderstone Rumens, who's for the Caja Rural squad, making a name for himself with this effort. Can he get involved in the hunt for stage honours? Everybody knows there's a really major result here on offer, as finally Tullett attacks. First major attack by Ben Tullett. He put Hershey under huge pressure yesterday. Monique is equal to that one, but not mindful of going for his own effort. Baroncini for the Trek Segafredo squad has also got himself into the mix, but Voissart has arrived up to Lampart and Jasper de Boost, and that could be good news for them, actually. And Lampart's turned himself upside down and inside out to stay on the wheel of Voissart, but he's got the assistance of the slipstream effect, and it's a slightly easier gradient. That'll be significant. Voissart could be heading towards an important stage success here. 10 seconds on the line. Needs 23 seconds if he's to take the bike race overall. I think stage race honours would do him, or at least stage honours, as the breakaway riders cry enough, and that's as much as they've got today. Chapeau, and congratulations to last men standing from the break, Jasper de Boost and Yves Lampart, as we turn our attention to Yanni Voissart in his efforts to go for glory today. Stage and maybe even overall success. Oscar Onley on the front. Here comes Bernal again. Bernal going round the outside, and that one has to be covered by the Trek Segafredo squad. Could it be Liepens? Surely not. Oh, Fabro's in the mix. Max Poole is the next to cover. Voissart, I think, could well have a chance of hanging on for an improbable but wonderful stage success. And they can't afford to dally too much. Give them 23 seconds. Could be enough to take the bike race. Bonus seconds for second and third on the line as well. So plenty of calculations to be made. No calculations whatsoever being made by Yanni Voissart. He's just pouring on the goal, trying to survive for victory on stage 4 of the Tour of Hungary. And now Monique goes to the front to try and preserve his situation on general classification. Human Powered Health have some skin in the game as well. And that's a great effort by Paul Double to get involved here. Voissart is surely clear and home to glory now. He looks around, he gets the message and the signal he wants. They'll be roaring at him in his ear. This will be a huge victory for Tudor Pro Cycling. He's into the finishing few hundred metres at this point, and glory will be his, but he'll ride it all the way to the line for GC. It's a huge success. He's got to zip up to Tunic, 200 metres to go. Ride it all the way to the line here, Yanni. You're going to need everything that you can possibly get, but it's going to be stage success for the Tudor Pro Cycling squad. As he raises his arms aloft, he can hardly believe what he's done, but he has taken victory on stage 4 of the Tour of Hungary. It's victory for Tudor Pro Cycling. It's victory for Switzerland. Will it be overall success as well, as Hershey tries to get involved